Harrikinga van de kundaste aan de kerjama hadden de sidrova in de karke de norke de stanalava drakiava maar heidella kielus propaganda just to hit me propaganda just to hit me propaganda just to hit me propaganda just to hit me.
Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth episode of The Propagandist. Today we will be going over a Soviet propaganda film against the Americans, British, as well as the Germans. It is called A Lesson Not Learned, made in 1971. This will be a shorter episode, and I hope you all enjoy. Alright, let's get to it. Already we see sort of a victory propaganda, not so much a against someone. It's the Germans are defeated. We defeated them. We came out on top. And we can do it again. You see all the dead helmets. This is how many people we killed. This is how many of the bad guys are now gone from the world. Here we have the Nazi officer dressing as a certain animal, a sheep. This can sort of have a double meaning here. It can mean that basically that the Nazi officer is a wolf in sheep's clothing as they try to surrender and don't actually mean it. And it can mean that this person was a sheep following the Nazi regime, following it to the very end and continuing to follow it after its loss. This I thought was very interesting. It seems that the Nazi officer was happy to see his former enemies. Perhaps it's because that the Americans and the British were a bit more lenient and forgiving when it came to taking injured prisoners. But regardless, this video is called A Lesson Not Learned because the Soviets believed that we should not be kind to the officers and the heads of this regime, to the point that we should maybe execute them or imprison them for life. And as you can see, he is imprisoned. However, not in the way you might think. As you can see, as from his typing does not sound like the normal typewriter. It sounds like gunshots. This can be shown as that the former Nazi officer at this point is preaching war again from his prison cell as he is writing documents. This is a sign that we should not have forgiven them, that they'll just do the same thing again. To further drive home the point about the wolf in sheep's clothing, the supposed ghost/angel of Adolf Hitler comes out of Mein Kampf. And he was sort of hiding this, trying to pretend that it's the Bible. That he's being a good Christian, he's fine. And I guess that this could be the way that the person views Adolf Hitler, that he was an angel. And yeah. just as with the newspaper, when he speaks, it's the sounds of war and gunshots. This picture that is currently freeze-framed, it shows that he's becoming the new Adolf Hitler, and showing that since we did not punish all of the Nazi officers properly, that they're going to come back and try to renew the Third Reich as possibly the Fourth Reich. It also was showing that they would have support if they got out, hence the Sieg Heils, right after he is released from the American prisons. He will continue to preach Nazi propaganda, Nazi speeches, until the war is restarted and we have to go through the entire process again. Alright, so I let the video play out here because there's a lot to unpack. The biggest and most important was to show that the Berlin Wall was a good thing. It was to show that the Germans may have had support from the capitalist side of the wall or the west side, but even if they did attempt a charge with the drums of war blaring, that the wall would stop them. It was to also show that the Americans and the British and the capitalists, the evil capitalists, supported the freedom of speech that allowed this to happen. It would never go away, and the Russian side was the strong side, that they're the ones who stopped it from happening and will continue to stop it from happening in the future. And that's about it. This has been the Propagandist with a lesson not learned. And I will see you all in my next and final video. Have a blessed day. Thank you very much.
En de kilers, der på mig,